man. So, as we all know by now, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen the horrible footage of Diddy and Cassie in that hotel. And a lot of questions have been, okay, like, you know, since now we see this footage of clear domestic violence, clear assault, people have been wondering, will Diddy go to jail for that now at least? Now we have the LADA putting out a statement. You all see we got 50 Cent reacting to it as well. Let's see what the LADA has to say. They say, we are aware of the video that has been circulating online allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. If the conduct depicted occurred in 2016, unfortunately, we would be unable to charge, as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs. But we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or reach out to our service for support from our Bureau of Victims Services. All right, so 50 Cent response to that said what everybody probably be thinking, you know, this is why they put the tape out. They know they can't charge him with what we saw, but they know we can't unsee what we saw. You know, hey, what people are like speculating is that how the hell did this tape finally come out? So people are thinking that possibly it's some possibility that within that raid they found this tape, and since they can't use it whatever to bring those specific charges, they say, okay, let's start playing the media game. Since now you got Diddy online posting on social media, you got his son doing a diss song, dissing the feds and shit. They said, okay, since y'all trying not to play the media, let's go ahead and stomp on that shit. Let's step on that shit like Kendrick did Drake. No, chill out. Sit inside of the shame that you deserve. And that's one of the most despicable things about this whole situation, the most diabolical, unreal shit when it came to Puffy. Like, you know what you've done, and you know the lengths that you've gone through to try to suppress this information from coming out, and the way you play in people's faces, the way you know what you did to that lady, and then you go on the BET Award, that huge stage, while accepting the praise from everyone, you know, being commemorated for what you've done in the culture for hip hop, and knowing what you've done to this lady, you go ahead and mention her in that moment, taunting the chick, bro. That ain't cool, my boy. Now, throughout this process, several people were defending Diddy, but we had people like Slim Thug issuing apologies. So he says, damn, Diddy, I tried to ride with a black man who had no charges yet, but I can't stand behind this. I'll take the L. But I still will ride with my people until I see some sort of proof. I don't believe in blogs or civil suits. Apologies to Cassie, whoever else was on the right side this time. What I would say in the future for you, Slim Thug, you don't have to speak on shit. So if you have something like this happen in the future, or anybody that's like not, this ain't their job, like my job as a talking head that covers all the shit, you could just not say nothing and wait, and then process the information once the smoke clear. You can go ahead and speak on it after that point. So anybody, it's best for y'all to chill and wait before y'all say anything. I understand y'all want to stand out because that's the way you should do things. You know, a lawsuit isn't proof, an accusation isn't proof. Many people prefer evidence before jumping to conclusions, and I get that. But you have to understand how to navigate these conversations if you are going to elect to be a part of them. You got to. Now, my son has some words for Diddy. Call that boy a coward, and I agree. Check this out right here.
Now, first of all, I want to send prayers out to Cassie. No woman in the world should have to endure anything like that. At no point should a woman have to endure that. That a man would treat a woman like that. At no point. You know, when we talk about coward culture, this shit is the epitome of what coward culture is. Because not only is the coward culture the coward that beats on a woman in a manner that Diddy beat on this woman, not only is that coward culture, because that is extreme coward culture. The fact that you would beat a woman as she once walks away from you, helpless, and beat that woman like that, is some of the biggest coward shit I ever seen in my life. But what's even bigger in the coward culture is that you constantly denied that shit. right? That you stood around, and some of us as men of principle who don't know what's going on and have known you and said and have known you, and rather than to just jump on the bandwagon and the bus with a bunch of niggas that just want to see shit go down, rather than do that, we reserved judgment and we waited. And you knew shit like this was out there, and you denied it like a coward. You denied that this should even happen as a coward. A real man, first of all, would have never did it, but if he would have did that, he would have owned up as a man and seek some level of retribution and seek some level of help. But a coward will constantly deny it because nobody's seen it. A coward lacks integrity. There's levels of integrity that's there that you just lack as a man. So what happens is you have levels of coward that is unmatched by any other coward. Because you didn't even apologize publicly. You need to give a public apology to the world, to your kids. Your son out here fighting on your behalf, trying to save the name, and you knew this shit was out there, and like a coward, you stood around and didn't even own up as a man. It's some of the deepest coward shit I ever seen. I hope that whatever you do is seek some level of help, and I hope that you understand why this is happening. I hope that you understand. I hope you seek God. I hope you do something, because this right here is pretty much the biggest cowardly act I've ever seen in my life. Biggest cowardly act I've ever seen in my life. Never could I stand by or with any man that would conduct himself in this manner. There's some coward shit. Anybody who knew this was happening and stood around is a fucking coward. Anybody that still stands around a nigga that do some shit like this is a coward. This is complete coward culture. Complete coward culture. And I think over the last couple of weeks we seen an overload of coward culture. I can't be mad at women that don't feel safe around men no more. I can't be mad at women that don't believe that men are going to protect them and see men as bigger threats. I can't be mad at them. And anybody that can is just stupid. We have failed. It's time for us to take back our space as men. It's time for the real men, some of us who really will die to protect women. It ain't just words. That ain't just hiding and becoming all this other shit behind the closed scenes that beating. Nah, the real men that really take care need to step up. Once again, this Diddy shit was the biggest cowardly act, compounded by it. And not only did you compound it, but you taunted that woman. You knew what you did to that woman. And rather than let her go be free, you made songs about her. This is some sick diabolical shit. This is coward culture to the next level. You gave her shout outs at fucking awards, knowing what you did to that woman, knowing that why she wasn't there. It's coward shit. Coward shit. No man of any level of principle could even stand next to some shit like this. The biggest cowardly act I've ever seen in my life play out. This is some real coward shit. There's no ifs, ands, buts. There's no reasoning. It's nothing. It's coward culture to the highest power.
You know, I've seen conversations similar in my comment section, and as people are bringing up other front-facing people who have had domestic violence issues in the past, they say the main thing that's the difference between Diddy and them is that those guys said, yes, I did this, and they atoned for their sins to whatever degree that they could. And people are more accepting of them because they took accountability. But Diddy lying, suppressing footage, doing these things, and still taunting the lady, that right there rubs people the wrong way. Because there's some people that didn't know what to do, whether they should stand by you or not, but they want to trust your word. And you said something, so they took it and they rolled with it. But then, you know, it's a slap in their face pun intended, when they see that this shit is actually true and they put their neck out for you. That's why when y'all see, I've been saying shit like a lot of people saying, damn, where's Diddy's celebrity friends? Right now, as he's going through this, why is none of his celebrity friends speaking out? Leading up to this point, there were some that spoke out, but others, they may have heard what was going on, or they didn't know for sure. All they had was his word. But his word versus this person, then you know some actions where you don't know for sure if this person has done some things, but you do know their character and their personality, so you can't call it. Them niggas gonna shut the fuck up. They gonna shut the hell up and let things play out. And that's where we live today. Now, Diddy's former company, Revolt, they're speaking. They say, we are deeply saddened and disturbed by the recent videos circulating of our former chairman, Sean Diddy Combs. Even with his recent separation from Revolt, it is still our duty to address this matter and recognize the direct impact it has on our staff, our audience, and the culture we represent. Revolt stands in solidarity with all who have been a victim of abuse and remain committed to upholding the values and integrity our community expects from us. We vehemently stand against any form of domestic abuse and will always be a fearless advocate for truth and accountability. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, help is available. Please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-7233. So that's what Revolt got to say, man. Diddy still hush. All that time putting out statements from his lawyers saying things, oh yeah, whoop. No, he's quiet this time. What you gonna say, bro? Pat that shit up. Pat that shit up. I seen somebody say that he needs to just come out as gay, bro. What the hell that mean? It's too late for that, my boy. It's too late for that. Y'all let me know what y'all gotta say in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This has been another update with Stace. Yo.